Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. This is cool. 24,657 documented miles on a 1979 Trans WS6 package, 400 4-speed. So I know that's a mouthful, but I gotta tell you, they don't come along very often. I love these low mileage cars, and these have become so collectible. So what I wanted to do is, a lot of people sell low mileage cars or they claim them to be original. What I'm going to do is show you what's original on this car and what's not by using this paint meter. And this paint meter actually measures the thickness of paint. So in the factory, they typically painted the cars almost all one level because the car went down the line like this. But when you go to a body shop and you have a fender painted or whatever, the body shop is never going to paint the same thickness as the factory. They couldn't, nor would they care to spend the time to do that. So in this case here, almost all the panels are correct, but we did find 2 panels that were painted, and nobody knew it, not the owner, not the previous owner, and things like that. So we're able to point that out, but virtually all the paint on this car is all original. The interior appears to be all original also, and is exceptional. Engine compartment seems to be original, and one of the things that's kept this car so well preserved and so alive is actually Z-barred at the factory. I'll show you where those plugs are. And back in the day, that was not a cheap option to get. It was a couple $100, but it really did a great job preserving it. And this car in particular shows how that's done. One of the things also too, that this client that used to own this car, he put clear shield on the entire front end of the bar. That's that 3M tape that's clear, and it's all along the bumpers here. It's actually down all along the bottom of the car, okay? So that he wouldn't get any stone chips. It has mud flaps on it, things like that. I'm not sure if I keep the mud flaps on or not, but he wanted to preserve the paint just the way it is. And you can look in the lights here, and the lights are really hard on cars. This car looks awesome. So come on up here. This is circa 1979 Pontiac paint. Now this is what I talk about where it's not super clear. Well, it's not super clear because this is factory paint. If they painted a car today, this would be a much better job. Not that this is a bad job, but I'd like you to see the difference between super clear, professional paint done today and maybe the factory who built, 150,000 of these models, Firebirds, but not a lot of the Trans Ams. Check this out. These cars typically metered in between 2.5 to 3.5 millimeters. So somewhere in that range, give or take a half. But for instance, I could tell that this fender here was just slightly off. You see, it's 5. Okay? And like this right here is 3. So clearly that matches the hood. Right? So I knew that this panel and this panel had been painted because I could just tell. Look at that. See how that jumps up? And you can't tell from the color difference, you can't even see it. So this is why these are so important. This is why when you're buying a car here, we're trying to do our best to describe to you what you're getting. What's that say? 2.5. Perfect. So 2.5 to 3.5 on these panels around here, and that's what you get. The wheels have been refinished on the car, but the original factory tires come with it. So we do have the tires from '79. They come with it. We typically don't put them on the car because they're aged. What some people like to do is they get another set of these wheels. These are the original date-coded wheels. Is put those ones on here, and maybe they put them on if they were going to a show or something like that. But we don't recommend you drive very far on those tires since they are, 30-plus-year-old tires. Shaker hood there. Even that has the clear protectant on it. All right, so cool. Check this out for a second. All the stuff that you would expect to be here from '79 is here. The original ram air induction on the side here. Factory air conditioning, which is really nice. Now keep in mind, all of this stuff did not come on these cars. We take for granted today's modern car. It has all those features like air conditioning, disc brakes, and all that good stuff. This car here has a lot of options. It comes with a build sheet, comes with the original window sticker. It has documentation about the mileage, which I want to show you all that stuff anyway. But it has a factory alarm in it. All right, so air conditioning, detailed matching numbers engine. Okay, got the correct chrome valve covers over here. Power 4-wheel disc brakes, part of the WS6 handling package. Okay, power steering, all those great features. Now, here's an interesting thing too. When the car was Z-barred and rust-proofed, they went ahead and they did all this inside here, keeping all of that preserved. Under here too, kept it all nice and preserved. Looks great. Original stickers are here. This right here was an option. This is the hood pin lock to keep people from being able to steal or get into the engine and hot wired or whatever. So you actually lock this from inside the car. I believe, I couldn't swear by it, that it was a dealer installed option, but I'd have to look at the sheet just to make sure. The Trans Am still holds up really well styling wise. Got the front and rear spoilers, great color. This solar gold metallic is just awesome looking. I love the gold callouts, the gold eagle on the hood. Whoop. Okay, so check this out. That's kind of nice. We kind of took this apart just so you could see it. Okay, check out this. This is nice. And this is really heavy too. This probably weighs 15 pounds. This is a tire inflator. Here's a spare tire right here with the nipple still on the tires, never been on the ground. Okay. Here's a jack here, painted and detailed. This right here comes with a manual if you want it. These are the T-tops that we've taken out and put inside the T-top bags, which makes it another option on that car. So it keeps going on and on. Here's one of the pins for the alarm system. Okay. Correct stickers are still in there, all the original paint. Part of the Z-barding process where they shot an inside here. You know what I didn't show you though, is I didn't show you the Z-barding that they did here. So come on, check this out and I'll show you how you know. Come over here. See these? Those are the plugs that they put in after they shot the fluid inside there. All right, let's take a peek inside for a second. The interior in here is exceptional. The condition of it is amazing. It smells nice in here. It's got so many nice options on it, showing 24,657 miles. This is the key here. If you decide that you wanted to go ahead and lock the hood, this is your safety key there, okay? Key and buzzer works, AM, FM stereo. It's got the great dash. Tachometer, even the clock is working. Radio works, power antenna works. We're talking 1979 here, guys. We're not talking about 2009, right? It's got power locks, power windows. Check that out. All this stuff is really, really nice. Even has the reverse lockout. For instance, like if this was left in first gear, you can't get the keys out. That still works. Most people disabled that along the way. Put it in reverse, then you get the keys out. Just beautifully done. This has been replaced, that I know, because I even have a receipt for it. Plus it's not the same color as everything else in here. But you now know what I know, and if you look through here, I mean, just the interior, everything is in such great shape. I mean, it's spectacular condition, and clearly somebody cared for it. The underneath is beautiful because it's been rust-proofed. The T-top's out, and it drives like a dream. Let me just tell you, it drives like a new car, and although American cars got a bad rap, maybe it was the Chevette and the Pinto, because these here, great drive, great power. You know, they're only rated at 220 horsepower, but they feel way more than that. And you know, they become very, very collectible. On top of the fact, they're still great looking. Closing up the video, I just wanted to run down if I could real quick. And we're talking about 24,657 original miles. We walked around. Most of the panels on this car are original 30-plus-year-old paint. 4-speed. It's got the original Pontiac 400, not the olds that you would have gotten with the automatic transmission. See, because as a 4-speed, you got the 6.6-liter Pontiac motor. All right. Factory posi-traction. WS6 suspension package with the 4-wheel disc brakes. Okay. Plus you got the 15x8 Snowflake wheels, which look way better, let me just tell you, than the 15x7s that have no lip at all. The other ones are ugly. It's got the AM FM stereo, power windows, power locks, on and on, tilt wheel, whatever. The truth of the matter is a spectacular car, and it's one of those cars that continues to keep going up in value each year. And that's what makes these so cool, is that you can buy a car like this, take it for a drive, enjoy it for a year, and you know, the chance is you can either sell it for what you paid for it, or you can sell it for more than you paid for it. How much fun could you have with that kind of money sitting in the bank? None. Anyway, they come around once in a while. This is that once in a while that this one has come around. Call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this '79 Trans Am.